Welcome back, everybody, to game number 3 of the QPad Red Pandas up against Team Empire. I am Gods from Beyond the Summit, and we're casting the We Play Dota 2 action in Group C, which is what you're looking at here. We've got QPad up against Empire in our first match of the day for Beyond the Summit 1. KP are taking on Dignitas over on the Beyond the Summit 2 channel. Let me just quickly get a score. It's currently 1-0 to KP. KP are up 1-0. They're in Game 2 right now, so if you want to catch the end of Game 2, see how things are going on, whether or not Dignitas can come back, that's over on Beyond the Summit 2, twitch.tv/Beyond the Summit 2. But right now we're here in BTS 1 with QPad versus Empire. We've got ourselves a Game 3, and, well, I'm pretty excited to see whether or not QPad can come back from that 1-0 sort of deficit, whether or not they can bounce back, or whether or not Empire will say, okay, we figured things out. We know what to do here in game number 3. We can take you down. And looking at some of these bans and picks, it really tells the story. Mag has been the most influential hero so far. Mag has won both the first 2 games and has really been, in some ways, the key hero in both those 2 games. Lifesteal was the other hero back in game 1, which Vigos ran in that off lane, which really had a pretty solid impact, especially combined with the blink initiation of a Mag. But I think even on his own, it's a hero that can do a lot of damage. So we see Nyx Assassin left in the pool as a result. Twister, the stand-in for Team Empire, first picking that one, and that's what you can get. You've got the first pick. Your opponent's sort of forced to ban those heroes which have decided the last 2 games, the Mag, the Lifesteal, and you can ban out so those, well, I guess I say fringe bans, but Wisp and Batright are both top-tier bans in their own right. So both those 2 heroes get taken out, and then Shadow Demon and Leshrac, the 2 picks for QPad Pandas. So no surprises there. We see, well, most likely the Leshrac of Jerax, the Shadow Demon, being picked up for many, and this is really your bread and butter for the QPad Red Pandas. They play around this so well. Third pick, I imagine maybe they even go towards a Gyrocopter again. It worked out well for them last game. There's no big teamfight heroes to be scared of like the Mag this time around, and as a result, well, they can maybe make a play into that. CK going to be picked up by Empire, so I guess somewhat wary about another dual lane mid with the CK Leshrac, something that QPad love to do. They love to run these dual lanes. Dual lane mid, dual lane in the safe lane. They did it last game, and they could well be doing it again here. It's sort of like their go-to strategy, but I'm thinking Kunkka third pick. This is it. Shadow Demon Kunkka. It's time to make a play. It's time to make it happen. As those of you guys asking in the chat, Luminous is not here. He's currently adjusting his sleep pattern for some of these games. He's on normal sleep pattern, which isn't good considering all these games start. The G1 League was at 1 in the morning. This started at, I think, 6 in the morning. So LD was casting the G1 League. He's now gone to sleep, unfortunately. But we have myself, and later on Winter will be joining me to cast the We Play Dota 2 action. I think B-Balling may join me for the next game. I'm going to actually message him now just to let him know. Next series. Alright. I'll let B-Baller know if he's around for the next series and Winter's still not here. He will be joining the cast, so you guys don't have to listen to me ramble and rave about all kinds of crap. I've got sound now. I see some guy raging to fix my sounds and stop missing kills as a result, but it turns out I couldn't figure out how to use a volume like slider thing. The thing that like turns the volume up and down. I don't know. Tech support too hard. I need Steve, who did our tech stuff over at the RIT LAN when we were in New York. He was like a tech genius, but I couldn't figure out I couldn't figure out an on-off switch, but I figured it out now. We've now got sound. Unfortunately, well, I say unfortunately, we're not going to be seeing a Kunkka. Well, whether that's good or bad news, who knows? Depends how you look at it. But we are going to see a Gyrocopter being picked up. Something Sing Sing did run in the safe lane last time. And if we go for the Kunkka this time around, it's Waga playing the Gyrocopter, which I'm sure QPad are just fine with. I imagine we see Kunkka being the last ban, though. Alchemist gets banned out. So there's your sort of... This just seems like a fallback strategy, which QPad go for quite a bit. When they need to win games, if they're not expecting an offensive trial, and if they can get a lot of farm on an Alchemist, stack a lot of camps for him, get him a ton of farm, well, they'll go that way. It's really hard to shut down. You sort of force offensive trialing, and with CK Lina, you've got a pretty strong offensive trialing, but it's still not the easiest thing to do against Shadow Demon, Leshrac, and maybe an Alchemist all put together. Kunkka the last ban, so no surprises there. The Shadow Demon Kunkka, which QPad love to run, gets taken out of the pool. As apparently my in-game client is not working. Let me make sure of that. It should be up. It's telling me it's up. You guys can see on the stream that it's up. So check it out. Refresh it if it's not working. And it should be A-okay to go through. As we will see the last ban now from QPad. And there's maybe another support coming out. It looks more likely we may be seeing the Nyx Assassin solo mid, because this Trallin, not the best, having the Nyx Assassin with the CK. And we won't be getting to see a Clunker, unfortunately. Weaver going to be the last, but I like the Queen of Pain Clinks bans, 2 heroes Empire like to run, especially that Clinks makes 100% sense as a ban. Empire themselves may go for that dual lane mid here, though. They grab the puck. Whether or not they're thinking, hey, let's steal this from Sing Sing, I think they more just like how it fits into their lineup, something which Vigos can play. Maybe even the stand-in Johnny, who's been playing a lot of their solo roles. As we'll see the next 2 picks come out of QPad as well here. What do they want to be grabbing? They've got their 2 supports. It's all about the solo. Well, another solo, another carry. They haven't really got an offlaner just yet. Bounty Hunter gets taken out, so they sort of want to select go-to heroes. Surprised they ban it out. I mean, sure, you know that they want to pick it for select, but it's a hero that it's like they dealt with it fine in game 1. It seems like they're pretty solid when it comes to versing a Bounty Hunter, but they decide they'll take it out, put him into something else, like a Nature's Prophet maybe. Otherwise, what other offlane heroes are we looking at? There aren't really all too many, with a lot of them taken out of the pool now. Batrider's been taken out, Weaver's been taken out, Mag's not in the pool.
10 seconds.
Darkseer is still there, which is probably the big one, but looking back at the DreamHack Invitational, I remember following their tournament, looking at their stats, Darkseer had an incredibly low win rate, but Clockwork, of course, that's the other one, is going to be the hero of choice for Select. So Clockwork going into the offlane, which I think fits in pretty nicely here. Cog's going to really be annoying for both Nyx and Chaos Knight, because they're pretty low mana pool heroes until Nyx Assassin gets his Arcane Boots up. So until then, Cogs can really hurt him. Chaos Knight, very low mana pool. So if he gets hit by a Cogs bounce back, there goes your mana. And what's going to be the last hero here? They're farming, well, some kind of farming role, I imagine, or possibly a solo mid. Something like a Juggernaut could even fit in for the QPad side. Run that as either a dual lane or as in a tri lane. You could put the Gyrocopter in that safe lane solo. Although, I guess you need someone for mid. It's more about, unless you're sending Clockwork mid, and then you go for something like an offensive tri lane, but Select probably not going to be playing a solo mid Clockwork. More likely to go into that off lane. And that puts, well, Gyrocopter dual lane safe lane maybe? Ooh, TA. And when you see this TA pick, if you're QPad, you're definitely thinking dual lane mid. You don't want to give a 1v1 matchup. Really. I guess Gyrocopter with the Rocket Barrage can handle TA pretty well. Rocket Barrage can be used to sort of burst down the defensive refraction charges, but it's still, with some Bottle Crowing, a matchup which TA should handle pretty well. Get some nice early farm, and I like this pick. Empire have really mixed things up here in game number 3, which they need to do. You've got to change things up here when you've just lost the game. And Brewmaster, is this the Select Brewmaster? Looks like we may be seeing that. As we do get ourselves into game number 3, guys. Let everyone know. Tweet about it, Facebook about it, whatever it is. We've got the We Play Dota 2 action. QPad Red Pandas up against Team Empire here. It's game number 3. Loser of this goes down to the loser bracket. They're not out of it just yet. The winner of this match goes into that game deciding winner bracket final to see who gets first place in this group. There's no need to freak out just yet. There we go. I changed my overlay just in time. As we are going to be seeing a switch up coming out from QPad this time around. Wagamama onto the Gyrocopter. We're going to see Jirax playing the Leshrac, Mini playing the Shadow Demon, Select on his Panda and Brewmaster. He's now saying, sweet guys, I get solo mid. He's going to be handling the Brewmaster. Sing Sing goes into the offlane on the Clockwork. So it's a role swap from QPad, but this goes to show they're a versatile team. They can mix things up, and this Brewmaster pick going to be interesting to see how it pans out. Over on the Radiant side, the team a bit slow to leave their base. I feel like this is like watching a pub. I say pub game. I don't mean that in an insulting way. This is something that happens in pub games where it takes about 30 to 45 seconds before anyone leaves their base. When ideally in the pro game, you buy your items and you're instantly out to your lanes, like we're seeing here from QPad. Just now we see Twister playing on that Lena heading out towards the bottom lane. We see Blow Your Brain on the Chaos Knight heading towards bottom. We've got the Nyx Assassin of Scandal, the now support player for Empire. Used to be their solo mid extraordinaire. He was one of the best solo mids in Europe for the longest time. Now playing that support Nyx Assassin. Johnny the stand-in going to be on the Templar Assassin at mid. And that leaves Opt going into that long lane as the puck. And he's been pulled a bit of regen. Salve as well as Tengos on top of that Null Talisman which he bought as a first item. But even with the pulled regen, it's going to be so hard to get farm on XP here. He's up against a tri-lane. Shadow Demon, Leshrac, Gyrocopter. They can zone him out with relative ease. He's going to go poking around. Not going to see the rune spawn at top. It is going to spawn at bottom as a double damage. As right now, it's going to be Nyx Assassin. He scouts that out. Not going to see Sing make a go for it at all. Sing going for some early game blocking here. Has an X. Ooh, uses the cogs now. A bit late. Blocks off one creep. Is it going to keep moving? Yeah, it is. It didn't get completely blocked. So not ideal. You want to try catch all 4, which he didn't really succeed in doing. Dire team. Observe what in the jungle here. I guess expecting Vigos to maybe try leech XP from around here, but not going to be the case at the moment, at least. Johnny, meanwhile, he's in that 1v1 matchup against the Brewmaster. And this Brewmaster picked up partly because of the TA. Drunken Haze. Level 1. Good luck, Johnny. What is this? 45% miss chance at level 1. This is really hard to lane against. Nyx Assassin Scandal going for an early ward here. Even puts down the Sentry ward. This is in anticipation of smoke ganks. You're not actually... I mean, sure, there's a high chance you de-ward. But more importantly, if the 2 supports, Shadow Demon, Leshrac smoke up, you see him coming. Oh, Vigos. He's trading hits here with an Edict here. He's actually going to win this fight. As soon as that Edict wears off, Jerix has to be forced back off. And I like this decision from Vigos there to just turn and fight. And this is keeping the supports distracted. It means TA doesn't have to worry about these ganks, although he does have the Sentry Ward to protect him somewhat. It does help him out a bit. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Sing. He's already up to level 2. Look at this. Burst down the CK's mana. Whenever you have it, just use it. Sure, you're against a Trillion and want to use it defensively, but if CK doesn't have mana for a stun, you're safe in this lane almost. Reality Rift with the 2 stuns could also kill you off, and right now, we're going to see that come, although CK, he's coming in, it looks like this could be our first blood. There's going to be a follow-up stun, does land perfectly. Cogs is back up though. Blow Your Brain doesn't have mana for a stun anymore. Sing, that short cooldown on the Cogs helps him survive that one. There'll be another stun coming out from Lina from Twister, but they're not going to get that kill anymore. Oh man, Sing. He bought enough time for Cogs to come off cooldown, and then he just, well, he was perfectly fine. Meanwhile, Vigos at top lane. This is some manly play from him. He needs to be careful. He's eating a lot of damage from this Edict. He's going to orb his way out of there. Which I think, at that point, you need to get the hell out of there. Tia at mid lane has got his bottle up. Johnny doing some bottle crowing. Select. Careful, man, with that courier. There's a smoke on it. He's sending his bottle back to base. No upgrade just yet, but Tia, of course, can't really chase it down. No Scandal TA. That's the big thing here. We have Johnny, the standard, on that TA. He's handling it pretty well. 5 and 8. He's got more denies than he does last hits, which it comes down to a bit of luck. It's all about chance. 45% miss, and Brewmaster's spamming that Drunken Haze level 1. So whether or not you get last hits, it's a bit of a gamble. Got to roll the dice. Top lane, Sing. He's going to come in, look to be a bit annoying here. Throws a rocket to get some vision. And back at top, keeping on Vigos. He's played this lane really well so far as harass goes. Battling out for this neutral pull. It's actually going to be Mini and Jirax taking a bit of damage here from these Dark Trolls. The Hill Troll, apparently. But things are going to ease off for the time being. Back at mid, Johnny. He's got a regen rune, so he'll be popping that in just a second here. And Select, as we've seen, forced to bottle crow quite a lot already as it is. Sing. He's actually going to be going for a gank on mid. He hasn't got any points in battery assault, just the level 2 cogs, which... this is the right way to play this lane, I feel, as an offlaner. The level 2 cogs for the extra mana burn. The longer duration. There's going to be a rotation coming in. He can't really pop the regen right now. There's Clap. Can Johnny get away from this? He hasn't got boots, and there's boots up on Select. The stun going to buy Johnny some time here. Regen, you can even meld if he needs to. He gets hit by a rocket, though, which cancelled off the regen. Well-timed rocket from Sing, making sure that there is no regen rune. Although Johnny, if he needs to, can just start bottle crowing. Another rune is going to spawn at the 4-minute mark, so there will be a bit of a race for it. Sing. Considering camping bottom, Select can go for it at top, and it looks like that's going to be the case. Select goes top, Sing. Going to walk right into Scandal, and Rune is bottom. Scandal picks up Invis and immediately mana drain. This is just cruel. 120 mana and health drained. Making it really difficult to lane there. And right now, no kills so far, but I got to say, I think this favors QPad. They're getting the levels. They have a bit of a, I'd say, slight mismatch in mid lane. I think TA does pretty well against Brewmaster. It's somewhat even. If you're both bottle crowing, you sort of trade equal farm for equal farm, but I feel right now the Clockwork getting a lot more out of lot more out of bottom lane and mid lane than Puck is at top. Those cogs sort of preventing any chasing, burning down CK's mana. CK is free farming though, as we see CK and Gyrocopter trading farm for farm. TA with a slight lead at mid in terms of CS. So I think what we'll see is a tiny gold lead to the Radiant team. Yeah, 500 gold to the Radiant team, but XP going the way of QPanda by a very small margin. So for 5 minutes in, nothing really to write home about to mum. Speaking of that, it's actually my mum's birthday today, so happy birthday to Tanya Parker, my mum, who I highly doubt is tuning in, but who knows. Every now and then she actually watches my Dota cast. And happy 420 to everyone out there who celebrates. QPad. They've got the Edict build coming out from Leshrac, and if they want to start pressuring this tower, they can, although it's going to require a lot of sort of constant pressure, which right now it doesn't look like we're seeing, because Mini's gone for a pull. He actually takes a ton of damage as he gets stunned up by a Centaur here. In bottom lane, we're seeing similar story. Bit of pressure coming, but Sing Sing drops the cogs, tries to mana in the CK, and here's the big news. Smoke up, 2 supports. Looking for Brewmaster. Clap going to come out. Stun going to be there. There is a Drunken Haze there. Can Johnny actually land these hits? Select not level 6 yet. He's so damn close. The traps are there. Johnny's level 6 zone. It looks like he will get the first blood. Doesn't miss enough. First blood goes that way. Here comes the Kennebec. Shadow Demon Leshrac going to show up. They're going to go into this Lina here with the Soul Catcher. Lina taking a lot of damage. Can they actually turn this around? TA's going ham on the Shadow Demon Leshrac. He's taken out one already with the Brewmaster. It looks like he's not going to be able to get any more. Oh, so close. Sal being popped by Jirax. And oh no, Scandal. One more tower hit. It's not there. It's not there. Level 2 Scandal almost gets brought down. Clockwork, any rockets? It's only level 1. Has gone back for 1 point in the battery assault. Johnny now in all sorts of trouble. This looks like it's going to be a return kill. Split Earth just catches on the edge. If that doesn't land, may have actually got out of there, but it does land. Return kill. 1-for-1 trade at the mid lane, although it looks like it could have gone a whole lot better for Empire. Nyx now on the way back to base, and only level 2, which is compared to the Shadow Demon, who's about to level 4, Leshrac, who is level 4, this Nyx Assassin, a much more level-dependent support than Shadow Demon or Leshrac, or Lina even for that matter, is struggling. And that was their first pick. They first picked this hero, and right now we're seeing it, well, not having a huge influence. This is the one issue I have with sort of first pick Nyx Assassin if you go into playing it as a support, because you don't really justify it as a first pick when you play it like this. It's a weak laning hero. It doesn't offer a whole lot come mid-game if you're behind in levels. If you don't have the arcane boots or something up, you don't really have the mana to do a whole lot, so it's very difficult to get this Nyx Assassin in the game, and Empire, they invested a lot by first picking this hero. Vigos, he's got his ball up. He's 6 and 4. He's actually got himself some decent levels. He's level 5. QPad with the 2 supports, once again Sing behind Select. They love to roam these supports nice and early. Always smoked up in the first 5-10 minutes of the game. They use 2-3 smokes almost every game in the first 5-10 minutes. Sing Sing, he's going to be hitting level 6. Similar time to Vigos, it looks like. Unless Vigos gets ganked here. Vigos actually slightly behind him on XP, and the Shadow Demon and Leshrac are coming. So I imagine the instructions to Waga is push out this lane as fast as possible. He puts the flat cannon up. He's trying to harass Vigos. Vigos does get harassed over here. Dodges that last fight cannon. Phase shift on cooldown, so he needs to be careful. They're not going to come in now, so he will have it for this tower dive, but it looks like they want to go for this kill. He needs to be careful. He needs to orb and phase shift the hell out of here. Can he actually do so? Looks like he will succeed in getting there. There's a disruption to follow up. The splitter should be enough. There's going to be a cooldown as well. This will be the end of Vigos. Can there be any cannon kills? TA has arrived now. Trap going to slow down 1. There's a TP coming in as well to the tier 2. This is Chaos Knight though. This is the carry TP. They're going to get a 4 seconds on Wagamama, and here comes TA. This is a death. There's no supports even trying to save him. Smart TPs from the carry hero, from the CK. This is something Eternal Envy talks about a lot. Having a 5 to 10 minute TP on your carry hero, when they go in that offlane, it can make a huge difference. Oh, Twister. Brewmaster even going to drop the ultimate just to make sure they get this kill, but he needs to be careful. Another Dragon Slave is going to be coming in just a second. Here comes backup. Scandal's there. Can he get this impale? Looks like he's been burned. Oh, the cogs is just doing too much work, and Brewmaster now in the primal split form. Maybe he can go for a second kill. Scandal's on the run. He's going to get rocketed up. He will be brought down by the fire pan, and Select just walks his way out of there. I say that. He's going to get stunned up by a CK. Below Your Brain wants him. 1 TA trap. There's going to be a second one if they want it. Not going to be used. Yes, it will be. Luckily for CK, it hits the gyrocopter as well, who's been TPing in, but QPandas find themselves up 4 kills to 2. TA, gonna look to bring down that missile, will do so. And suddenly things heat up. The support play from QPandas has been pretty good. Been very active on the map, making things happen. But it's the initiation from Clockwork and Brewmaster at mid lane that gets 2 kills. Sing Sing just went diving into the tower. Brewmaster pops the ultimate in. Nyx Assassin, once again, we see him come in, but he gets hit by a cogs and he's out of the fight. This is what I'm talking about. Nyx Assassin needs arcane boots, otherwise he's just going to be constantly out of mana. Oh my gosh, sorry about that, guys. Gyrocopter, solo kill onto the puck at top lane, something which I would not expect to happen. Vigos, one of the sort of premier solo players in the European scene, getting taken out by Wagamama. Scandal up bottom, now up to level 4, but you've got to think Empire thinking, we've got to give this guy some space to get some farm, to get some levels. Get him level 6, level 7. Oh, Sing. I don't think he spotted that out. He knows that someone's there because the smoke got revealed. They don't have vision on the high ground. They were blind. They now get the observer up, but they were playing blind. They only know someone was there because of the smoke getting revealed, and that's an unsuccessful smoke gang. Lina needs to be careful. There's a hasted Shadow Demon, and this could be the end of Twister. Split Earth, is it going to be there in time? Nope, not there in time. Sing Sing can look for a hook shot here. Not going to do so. I think he's a bit afraid for his own life, and here comes the counter gank. TA as well, CK. Once again, CK getting his mana burned up. He's going to have some bottle charges. Perfect Impale coming out just in time to cancel Sing Sing's TP, and now it looks like Sing Sing going to be brought down. They've already brought down the Lestrak. Sing Sing trying to hook his way out of there. Hooks right into a TA, who's quite happily going to pick up a double kill. Wagger at top. Cooldown just to push out this creep wave. This will do a bit of extra damage to this tier 2 tower. Force TP's back. But a really nice fight coming out from Empires. They now get things a bit more even. 4 kills to 5 now. Scandal gets some much needed XP and gold from that fight as well. Now up to level 5. 3 points in the Impale. Probably see him go back for the Carapace once he's maxed out the Impale. Generally you look to get the mana burn last. As pings go towards mid lane. Select. He's level 9. 2 in the Drunken Haze, 2 in the Drunken Brawler. Beat you to it. Vigos back at top. He's 0-2, but he's got himself up to level 7. Came into that fight, which was the key fight for Empire. They needed to bounce back, and it happened at that fight there. Scandal, almost hitting level 6. Problem is there's a gank coming his way. Well, no, there's Sing Sing coming his way. There's 3 heroes at mid. Gyrocopter healing up at base. He's gone for an early drum here. Phase drums. And it looks like we'll see things quiet down for a bit here. Select going for the early arcanes will slow down his Blink Dagger. At this point, he really values the mana, as well as the ability as well as the fact that it gives his supports this extra mana. When they're doing all this early roaming, we're not going to see much farm or item progression on Shadow Demon or Lestrak. Often if you have farming supports, you get the arcane boots around the 10 to 12 minute mark. With roaming supports, you're looking around 15 to 20. So having these arcane boots up on the Brewmaster, a nice idea to help them out. Especially considering you're not always going to be needing that Blink Dagger to initiate in with the ultimate. We saw last time it was the hook shot from Clockwork, the one initiating. Wagamama. He's going back towards top lane to get some more farm. Also, try and slow down this Blink Dagger of Vigos, I guess. It's not something they want to just be giving him 2-3 minutes of free farm to just pick up all of a sudden. Johnny, where's his Blink? 50 gold away. If he's going that way, we've seen a lot of TAs recently. Snaking's been playing it a lot for Dignitas. Not go at all for that Blink Dagger build, but it is going to be a Blink for Johnny. He's going to be the main initiator here. You've got CK to tank things up, and CK, we've seen it a few times. I haven't actually talked about it. A few times I clicked him, I remember it's during a team fight. I'm like, oh, he has got a Midas. CK with a Midas. This is giving him, well, long-term it increases his gold per minute. Short-term it increases his XP. He's already level 11 because of this Midas XP. And his gold per minute is getting increased as well. Oh, they're weighing on the high ground. I'm going to throw some, well, just illusions for the time being. Shadow Poison. Not going to reach Lina. Trying to just act as like a sort of a quasi-track almost if you do hit that Shadow Poison. It's QPad right now. They're playing this safe and slow. And I think it's because they haven't got Blink on Select. They're just going to be keeping heroes sitting behind him. We see Shadow Demon there for now. And just waiting till he has that Blink Dagger up before they try and take another team fight. Because right now things have really slowed down. Only 9 kills so far in 14 minutes, but all those kills came around that sort of 5 to 10 minute mark. There hasn't been anything in the last 5 minutes. Sing Sing back at bottom. He's, well, just getting XP more than anything here. He's maxed out the cogs, and I love this build. This is perfect. Against a support Nyx Assassin. Against TA, all these heroes which is so squishy in terms of mana. We are going to see initiation coming in from the Vendetta on the Nyx Assassin, and, well, oh no, Sing Sing actually going to save the life of his teammate almost. He does hook in just in time, but it's not going to be enough to save the Shadow Demon. He gets the kill though. I thought Shadow Demon was maybe going to be kept alive here, as Gyrocopter also TPing in bottom. Are they actually going to be looking for CK here? CK's on the run. Maybe pop another bottle charge, heal yourself up a bit of HP. There we go. Does do so. Now here comes Select. Stun. Nope, he's going to pop the Phantasm. He's going to try and fight this area as a cooldown. Get out of that cooldown. CK, he's trapped in it. He's going to try he's going to stun up the Storm Panda here. Just use defensively. Vigos going to show up too late, and they're looking for more. Vigos, orb your way into some trees. Orb into trees. No, he's going to orb his way out of there. Silence as well being used, but now he's going to go right into multiple heroes. He's not even going to orb his way out of there. Vigos, caught in no man's land, does have a Dream Core, but I don't imagine we'll be seeing getting popped here. And Empire give up 3 kills for absolutely nothing in return. Well, TA maybe getting a T1 mid tower.
Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I don't know. That fight for Empire just did not go according to plan, and it all started from that rotation. The two support heroes smoking around, and they ran right into Clockwork, right into, well, multiple heroes waiting for them, and then the chase was on. CK got chased down. Puck sort of showed up. I think if Puck TP's a bit earlier, you can stop the Brewmaster ultimate going off. Puck showed up after Brewmaster had already popped the ultimate. Oh, rotation. Cogs once again from Sing Sing. Oh my gosh. OP Cogs. Hooks his way into Nyx Assassin. This is going to be dead Nyx Assassin. Scandal. Pops the Carapace, but that's not going to be enough to keep him alive. He throws a last minute mana burn in. Sing Sing has just been the story of this game. Impossible to kill. Every single time they try and gate, Cogs are there to ruin everything. This level 4 mana and health drain with Cogs is just ridiculous. TA, out of mana. All because of those Cogs. Waga now up to a Shadow Blade with the drums and phase boots at 16 minutes, so solid farm coming out from him. He is possibly going to get ganked up here. They must have seen the Shadow Blade because they're not killing him without Dust or Sentries, which you've got to wonder, do they have? They're trying to bring him down in time. It looks like they're not going to Dream Coil. Oh, comes a bit too late. It looks like Vigos didn't actually use his Ethereal Jaunt, didn't get into that fight. Johnny wasn't there in time, and the problem was Shadow Blade had just been picked up that second by Waga, well, about less than a minute ago. So they didn't have Dust or Sentries prepared. Arcane Boots now up on Nyx Assassin, but we've already seen how much work those Cogs can do. Lina does have Sentries here, but one Sentry, you can just run outside of the range as Gyrocopter, you'll be perfectly fine. And not to mention, this seems to be more focused on de-warding, getting the map control up for Empire, who do get a tier 1 tower. And they're finding themselves only behind by 1,500 gold. XP, almost dead even. So despite this being 10 kills to 5, the game's going alright for Empire. And with that tier 1 tower, the gold graph getting even more even. QPanda actually up on tower kills. They've taken 2 towers to just the 1 tower of Empire. So this gold lead is entirely resting on these towers. And you can see, looking at the last hits, the 3 bottom is all on the Dire side. Looking at net worth, Clockwork is very low. Puck is actually fairly similar though, so it's not too bad. But you definitely feel that Empire can easily turn this game around. Just one team fight's all they need, but that one team fight's going to get awfully hard when Select's got a Blink Dagger. Blink, Clap, Ultimate. Here we go. Micro skills. 1 stun, dead. Twister goes down. Brewmaster's ultimate just being used for the 1 kill, but if you get a tier 1 tower, it's well worth it. Problem is, TA counter pushing at the top lane. Puck going to throw out an illusionary orb, try and slow down this push. Even the Impale being used by Scandal needs to be careful. There's going to be a Cyclone coming out in just a second. He can't use Invis, he's being dusted up, and he gets burst down, completely obliterated there. Shotgun to the face. Johnny's counter push at top lane not really achieving a whole lot, and Nyx Assassin just gives away a freebie there. Vigos now. He's picked up the tread, so it's not going to be the fast Blink Dagger at all coming out from him. TA. You feel like TA almost needs just straight MKB. Brewmaster Evasion, Brewmaster Drunken Haze. Just go straight MKB or something. It really feels... It's a good damage item. It's not quite the same as a Desolator or a Daedalus, but if you're dealing with all this evasion, it doesn't seem like too bad of an idea. I guess the issue is always, it's constantly going to be having mana to do anything whatsoever. As now this tier 1 mid tower is going to go down. So Empire getting some good solid tower kills here when they group up. Especially if they time it. Whenever Brewmaster Ultimate is on cooldown, it seems they are capable of doing that. Rotate now bottom. It looks like they can go for this last tier 1 tower as well. And the team fight for Empire, we can see QPanda don't want to mess with it when they haven't got Brewmaster ulti. Gyrocopter Ultimate also on cooldown. Looks like he's been using that just to push out some lanes, but even with Gyro Ultimate and Clockwork Ultimate, it's hard to fight. Clockwork goes... If Clockwork's hooking in, he needs backup from someone like a Brewmaster with a Blink, Clap, Primal Split. We'll see if they can hold, though. It looks like QPandas decide now's the time. They've got the items ready. They've got to try and hold a tower, even without the Brewmaster Split. So much resting on Sing Sing here on the side. He's going to go hook. It only hits a creep here. Cog is it going to follow? Is going to hit on Opa. Vigos put out 3-4 hero Dream Call, and it looks like, well, Empire, they've maybe got themselves out of here. Nope, Leshrac does find Lina with a Split Earth, and it looks like the chase is now on. Can QPad catch anyone else? Nyx Assassin going to go into Invis here with the Vendetta. CK still on the sidelines here. Looks like QPad Sing Sing taking a lot of damage from these CK illusions. I think even a dust was thrown to try to find that Nyx Assassin, but he was out of range. Actually, no, dust catches TA. Just clips him, and QPad, you can see they can hold those tier 1 towers. They can't really win a fight convincingly, but they do pick off Alina there. Twister, the stand-in. Brought down from the sides, and QPad going to go into Roshan. They've got plenty of stuns which they can use. Well, let's say plenty. They can Battery Assault, they can Split Earth, they can Drunken Haze Rosh, they can Rocket Barrage, and Cogs. No, you can't Cogs Roshan. Nice try, Sing Sing. Unfortunately, now Cogs is going to be on cooldown. If Empire come in and they don't have Cogs, that's actually a big loss for them. Looks like Rocket Flare just going to be thrown to try to scout things out. 20-second cooldown on that. And there's Wagamama now. I'm going to bring down Roche as fast as possible. Another Cogs being dropped. This one just on this ramp to prevent anyone coming in. Trying to buy time for his team to Roshan. It looks like he's done just that. No contest. TA's top lane farming and Empire decide, okay, we'll give him Roche. Well, what's TA making out of this? It's going to be a BKB. That's the other way, okay. Probably the safer way to not have to worry about at least the Drunken Haze. The Drunken Brawler from the Panda still there. And uh-oh, initiation coming in. It's going to be Brewmaster. He's going to get Mana Burn, burst down, doesn't get off the Primal Split, doesn't have an Aegis. The hook shot from Sing Sing comes too late, but he does get off a perfect Cogs almost. He does have CK on him, but it's not going to be enough. And Dreamcoil onto 1-for-1 trade so far. Brewmaster even going to buy back. Scandal, careful. There's no sentries, no dust. He is going to go in. He's going to pop a Vendetta, followed by an Impel. Does a lot of damage. Wagamama gets brought down. Does have the Aegis. Scandal, you've got to get the hell out of here. Here comes Brewmaster with a Primal Split this time. He's brought back into the fight. Twister, there's no escape. I think he actually dropped a smoke there. This isn't like the old Brewmaster where you can just smoke away from his Primal Split. And, well, Johnny, smart play from him. He blinks out directly after the Cyclone coming out from this. Is it Cyclone? Yeah, it's Cyclone coming out from the Storm Panda. And Empire, they win that fight. I think it's a 2-for-4 trade. They kill Brewmaster, he buys back, and they kill off 3 other heroes. They only lose CK and Lina? No, Nyx Assassin also bought back. So Nyx Assassin buyback. Tia now with the completed BKB, and Puck, well, he didn't die that fight. So really good fight coming out from Empire. A 3-for-4. And they force out a buyback from Brewmaster, which will slow down his next stun. Be that the Ag Scepter, maybe even a Vlad's if you want more auras. Fast Vlad's on Panda, not bad at all. Sort of a cheaper alternative to sort of give you a better team fight. And Scandal, 0-5 and 6. Man, he's had a rough game. He's been so proactive trying to gank and set up kills, but every time there's just something in his way. The hook, normally it's been Sing Sing with either Cogs or a hook shot to sort of catch someone out. Oh, hook shot this time. They are going to try going on Vigos, and he's already used the Illusion Orb. There's no escape out of this one. Cooldown going to come in. Bit of a mistake there. He tried to push out the lane with the cooldown. Sing Sing sees the opportunity to go in, and there we go. Once again, as mentioned, Scandal. It's been a rough game for him. Lina caught down in the sides as well. And TA, CK, the 2 key heroes who were sort of on their way bottom to try and push, were saying like, oh, well, you guys kind of died before we even got there. Well, you got to back off. No push for now, and it's going to be, well, a push coming from QPad on this tier 2 tower at bottom, and by the time heroes are starting to respawn, well, Brewmaster ultimate getting closer and closer to coming back. Still 50 seconds, so there will be about a 30-second window where Empire have 5 up and can take a fight with no Brewmaster ultimate, but it's going to be pretty small. QPad, ooh, they don't want to fight this. They see everyone respawning and decide against it. Sing Sing going towards a Blade Mail on this Clockwork. They are sitting in the enemy jungle, though. Observer Ward scanning things out, drop a sentry as well. Sing Sing gets spotted by this Observer Ward going back into the jungle, so I imagine Empire are going to be expecting this. Vigos, almost level 11, so we'll see that level 2 Dreamcoil just a second. And Tia with a BKB, so that's going to be the key thing here for Empire if they want to fight. CK, blow your brain at top. He's got his Armlet, Treads, Midas. He needs another big item, you've got to feel. Get his BKB, and probably BKB. But right now, I feel the big difference that's been sort of giving QPad the advantage has been the support play. Look at Mini and Jerax. 0-2-12, 6-2-3. Over on the Radiant side, Twister is 3-6-3. Scandal is 0-6-6. And here we go. Initiation coming in from Sing Sing once again. Great hook shot. Cogs as well catches 3. It doesn't catch anyone inside, but it catches everyone on the outskirts. And now we're going to see Brewmaster blink, clap, Primal Split. He's trying to take the fight onto Empire, and Empire are just crumbling. Blow Your Brain going to show up with the Armlet. He's trying to do as much damage as possible. But right now, it just seems that Empire are falling one by one. Only Johnny left on the backlines here. I don't think he's used his BKB. He wasn't even there for the start of the fight. And as a result, things go horribly wrong. Dream Call on cooldown from Vigos. There's no defending this tier 2. Possibly even the tier 3 going to take a fall here. The good news is these two supports, they're low level. They respawn fast. Tier 2 goes down, and now they're going to look to go high ground. Look for the tier 3. Waga with no Aegis though, so they do need to be careful. They've got Urn though. That's going to heal him up a little bit. Seeing Cog's going to deter anyone engaging in. Waga gets hit by an illusion orb, and I think there's a lot more Urn charges where that's coming from. Johnny going to go in. Disruption going to help keep Gyrocopter alive. Wagamama now on the run. He's going to get burst down. Looks like he didn't have. They had the vision needed, and now we're going to see Dreamcore not up, but it doesn't even matter. They get a waning rift on 2 or 3 heroes. Now they're going to chase down Shadow Demon, so they do get the return kills thereafter. Brewmaster, Clockwork, Shadow Demon, even the Gyrocopter brought down. Triple kill for Nyx Assassin. Scandal redeeming himself for his earlier start. And well, QPandas, they get a bit too overly aggressive there. They overstayed their welcome. They tried to go in, and it was the great TA using the BKB jumps onto Gyrocopter. That was the big thing there. QPandas, somewhat expecting it, did have a defensive disruption, but they weighed out the disruption, and then they brought down the Gyrocopter afterwards. And with BKB on cooldown, it was easy enough to do. I think Lina actually timed the split earth with the disruption. So as soon as he came out of the disruption, Lina stunned. Not only can disruption set up your teammates Leshrac, but when you use it defensively, it can set up the enemy Lina. And I'm pretty sure that's what happened in that fight. And Empire, not only do they win the fight, they get themselves a T1 tower. So this is a big bounce back going in Empire's favor. I don't think they had to use too many buybacks for that one either. No, Radiant team, none of their buybacks actually on cooldown. So no buybacks were needed. And CK, starting to build towards his BKB, has his Ogre Club. TA did go top, picks up has 2.5k gold now. And let's take a look at this gold graph. It was about a 5-6k gold lead going the way of the QPad Red Pandas, but now it's halved. It's close to that 2.5k mark. They're going to recognize that and realize they have to be a bit careful here. They have got Select getting close to an Ag Scepter. So we'll see an Ag Scepter on Select around the same time he has level 16. That's always the key thing. If you hit, you're basically going from a level 2 ultimate to a level 4 ultimate. If you get the Ag Scepter right as you hit level 16. That ulti just increases in power so dramatically. And that timing from QPad, it's going to mean heroes like Lina, Nyx Assassin are going to become complete food. Even TA to some extent. Needs to be very careful against this Brewmaster level 4 ultimate. CK, if he has a BKB, he can sort of hold his own a little bit, but the physical damage just from those Primal Slip Pandas is a lot. Waga doing some ancient stacking here. Looking to get his next big item up. He's got his BKB, so probably the Butterfly, the evasion against both TA as well as CK going to be decent. Not to mention, I mentioned TA might go for an MKB, but it's BKB into Crystallis, so deciding he can, well, you can handle the Drunken Haze with a BKB, but evasion, you've got nothing against, so MKB probably going to have to come after that crit. Gyrocopter, Wagamama, Demon Head. So no, not going for the evasion. I would say MKB, but if he gets himself another Aegis, maybe we go Divine Rapier. Maybe we go for the all-in, end the game with a Divine Rapier. As long as you're not getting counter pushed, like we saw in that DreamHack Invitational Grand Finals. As long as you're not being counter pushed. They're signaling up. Looks like they just want to go back and farm. Farm their own neutrals, farm top lane, especially when you're looking at Select. What, 50 gold away from his Ag Scepter. And also level 16. This is his level 16. So big things are going to happen. I mentioned the timing here, and it's just hit. 16 on Panda with an Ag Scepter. Gyrocopter, no real item progression there, but just having the BKB is the main thing. The supports, you've got a Mech and a Ghost Scepter on Leshrac. That is a lot of farm on Leshrac. I mentioned that the QPanda supports have just been playing better and having a much better impact. Well, we're seeing the results here in Durax's items. This is it. They go for a big smoke. They're going to look for kills and then end the game. Or maybe not end the game, but at least get a set of Raxes. Whereas you've got the Radiant team support, Lina with Belter Giant Strength and a Brace. Nyx Assassin, Arcane Boots, 2k gold. He almost has his Blink Dagger up. He's going to get caught out, which is going to slow down any item progression. The good news is, he has buyback if he needs it. TA just blinks hell out of there. And he's not going to need it. 35 seconds, plenty of time, and look where these lanes are. Top, mid. That smoke actually doesn't achieve a whole lot. It costs Nyx Assassin loses 300 gold. The Dire team get it maybe what, whoever gets the kill gets maybe 150 gold or 350 gold, and so the heroes with the assists get a tiny bit of golden XP, but that one kill isn't going to make a huge difference to this game. Maybe it can get this ensure this tier 2 tower. But Empire are going to have all 5 up to defend. And if they really wanted, they have 5 up to defend this tier 2, but it looks like they're just not going to be in position to do so. They'd rather push out these side lanes. Also, they want to wait. They want to try and get Blow Your Brain his BKB up first. Sing Sing trying to line up a hook shot. He's got it on 2 seconds now. And do they look to seeds his high ground? I don't think so. I think they go back for Roshan. I don't see them trying to make this play. Even with this DD rune up on the gyrocopter, it's just so risky. Pushing onto high ground. I guess if Select can get off a good initiation with his Primal Split, show off some micro skills, then they can take the fight. But that's about the only way they can do it. And the good news for Empire is they're now going to have a BKB in the next fight for Blow Your Brain. He TP's back home, picks it up immediately, and do we even see Empire look to push on out? They're being spotted by this Observer Ward. Oh man. This is going to spot their every movement when they pop out of their base, even if they try, unless they smoke in their own base. But thing is, you smoke from the high ground, guess what? QPandas don't see anyone leave the base, then it's like, oh, what are they doing? They're smoked. They're going to do just that. The question is, do QPandas expect this? And I imagine they should, because they're probably thinking, hey, this ward spotted, the hero's going up here. The only other option is they either went up this way, or they went down this way. Which, right now, well, I guess there's no wards from QPanda spotting it out, but right now QPanda stuck together as 5. Roshan back up and QPanda's the top, so I think Empire were expecting a Roshan attempt. That's why they smoked. They timed Roshan. Are they actually going to try steal this? I think they are. They're going to give up a tier 2 for Roshan. This is a great trade for them. Really smart. Because there was no way they could contest this Roshan if QPanda keep their lanes pushed out. So they'll trade a tier 2. TP's coming in. Jericho are going to be the first 5-man TPs. They've got to do Roshan fast. They are. Problem is, QPanda may just take this team fight. Even with Aegis up, they can look to take this fight. Nyx Assassin gets his Blink Dagger. He buys it at base, though. He can't actually get out to this fight. TA is the one with the Aegis. Blinked out. Is there a hook shot? Can they catch him on? It's going to be coming from the side. It's Brewmaster with the Primal Split after his Blink Dagger. He's got a gem, though. He can see Scandal. Scandal going to be brought down. CK may be the next take a fall. He has got an Aegis, but he could just die twice here. He pops a BKB. There's no way out, though. The damage is there. Actually, no, it's TA with the Aegis. What am I talking about? CK just gets brought down, so they give up 2, and that's smart from QPandas. They know, even though their opponent's got the Aegis, QPanda have just such a stronger team fight. They can take the fight. They're not afraid of Empire, even with a 6v5, even with the Aegis on the TA. Empire had to back off. Empire were on the back foot, and well, Brewmaster comes in from the side, uses his Primal Split, ensures a good fight, has the gem for the Nyx Assassin, and then from there on out, it's easy for QPandas. And now they can even look to go high ground. CK, BKB, not only, he's going to be respawning, but he's going to be respawning with BKB on cooldown for another 10-15 seconds, so this is getting really difficult to defend. Glyph will slow down this push a little bit. Timed well with the Edict. Tier 3 tower still taking damage in 17 seconds now. I feel TA just has to go in, make some noise, cause some distractions, buy time. Wait for CK to buy back. So not buy back, to respawn. And QPad actually going to go for a smoke. Trap. Did it spot them? Well, I'm pretty sure if it didn't, that ward may have. They're just going to be sitting here. And Empire, well, they're just going to be sitting over in their base. Ward onto the high ground. There's a gem there, which has put out nothing, but the ward just expired, so they'd been spotted. I thought it was a... Yeah, there is a gem. These traps, man. Kill these traps. I guess Mini wants to really remain smoked up, but not killing off the traps for the time being. Empire going to start to move on out now. BKB back up for CK. Also, he really wants to use that Midas of his. It's empty, man. I'm sorry, Blow. It's empty. Nothing to Midas. And QPad, they're going to back off because, well, Wagamam has revealed himself at top lane, which means Empire really want to find a pick off, but doesn't look like they're going to find one just yet. They're rotating through towards this bottom lane. Gyrocopter, I think TP is going to be... Well, one thing, he has no TP. It's going to be on cooldown anyways because he TP'd top, and Blow Your Brain really looking to find this opening here. He's going to find Select. Select does have his Primal Split back up, though. Even 4v5, that fight could have gone really bad for Empire. Not to mention Gyrocopter has a TP, so here we're going to see engagement, and this could be Sing Sing, he hooks his own creep, it looks like. Johnny will pop his BKB right at the bat. He goes selecting with the Primal Split. Laguna Blade onto Sing Sing. Sing Sing going to be brought down, it looks like, by the puck. Johnny, though, BKB is used. He does go down regardless from the damage here. Blow Your Brain trying to fight Wagamama. Wagamama with an MKB just doing too much pain. Nyx Assassin, meanwhile, being chased down by a Primal Split. He's kind of blocking himself there. Come on, Select. Use them micro skills. Use them fingers. As now the chase is back on. Further up in the line. Disruption onto Opa. Vigos on the run. Can he be caught out here? Need a Cyclone. Need a Boulder Toss. There's your Cyclone. Dispel. Boulder Toss. Not going to come in time. Immediate blink out. Well microed by Vigos. He says, I've got some APM skills of my own, sir. As it looks like another TP out, maybe? CK escapes? Everyone escapes. CK, well, he didn't actually even have to TP out. His TP not on cooldown. Actually, no, I don't think TP cooldowns show as an observer. Because none of these heroes have TPs on cooldown. When they just TP'd home, I'm pretty sure. Lena, Sanj. Look at Twister. He says, I'm going Heaven's Halberd, guys. I assume Heaven's Halberd, but what are you actually dodging? MKB on Gyrocopter. I mean, I guess you can dodge the Primal Split things, but this doesn't seem like a game for a Heaven's Halberd. It seems like a Heaven's Halberd game for QPanda, because you've got CK, TA, well, CK, TA. There you go. For the Dire side, what are you actually dodging? There's an MKB up. Even without an MKB on Gyrocopter, flat cannons can still hit you. So, we're here in Game 3, guys. This is your Game 3 decider for those of you just tuning in, now that we're paused up. I'll let you guys have a quick peek at the brackets. This is QPad versus Empire. The winner of this goes on to verse the winner of KP versus Dignitas. Last I heard, KP were up 1-0. And they were in Game 2. So I'm not sure the exact result of that. You can head on over to Beyond the Summit TV 2, which is twitch.tv/Beyond the... Sorry, what am I talking about? Twitch.tv/Beyond the Summit 2 for that game, which I believe is over now. Because this is Game 3 of this best of 3. And then after this, we have our winners match as well as our losers match. Both of them going on at the same time. So be sure to tune into both Beyond the Summit 1 and Beyond the Summit 2 channels. But right now, guys, Game 3 decider. No one's getting knocked out, but if you win this match, you're in a much better position to qualify. Not to mention to qualify in first position. If you lose, you can't get first in the group. You can get second. But that's the best possible result. And this is your group of death when you look at who's in here. QPanda, Empire, Dignitas, and KP. KP who've been playing ridiculously well as of late. Unfortunately, though, we are going to have a disconnect from the standard Johnny. Scandal says they need a couple minutes, so... Looks like things are just going to... Quite done. I'm getting a message from Winter. I'm Gods from Beyond the Summit and currently solo casting, but I'm going to be joined by Winter for the next game. I'm letting him know. After this Game 3, we will have... what is it? The winners going up. I think KP won. Let me see if I can get an exact result for that. Oh, no. KP 1-1. They're in Game 3 as well. Head on over to Beyond the Summit 2, guys. Game 3 for KP versus Dignitas. Dang. This, I'm telling you, this is the group of death, and not only is it a group of death, we're getting ridiculously close series. A lot of the other groups have been sort of fast 2-0 wins. Even the group which we had Fnatic and no Tidehunter. We had Fnatic, no Tidehunter in the same group, and Fnatic, they 2-0'd no Tidehunter. Well, Alliance now. So, we'll see how things progress here, but so far we've had 2 3-game series. Let me just check. I think it looks like Game 3 of that should be on over on BTS2 channel, guys, but Winter will be joining me for the next game. I won't be all lonely. But right now, Sanj on Lena, man, this is some crazy stuff. I guess you can disarm the Gyrocopter, as people in chat are mentioning, but to do so, you're going to have to get, what, nice and close? What's the cast range on Heaven's Halberd? I feel like it's a really small cast range. No, it doesn't let me know the cast range. It's a pretty small cast range, though. I know how items work, man. I'm talking about the evasion. The evasion doesn't work. You get evasion from Heaven's Halberd, but the disarm does work against. Obviously, you can disarm him when he's got an MKB, but if you're a Lena, the odds of being able to walk up to a Gyrocopter and disarm him in a team fight is very, very low. If you told me CK had a Heaven's Halberd, I would say, okay, cool. Lena with the Heaven's Halberd, the odds of him getting off a disarm is very unlikely. Do I need to get a Harry Potter? Uh-oh. It's time for Harry Potter readings, isn't it? No, the previous games I never said would have Winter. I said Winter would be joining me later, but this time Winter's actually messaged me saying he'll be here coming up soon. But during the pause, guys, definitely check out the other stream, see what's going on there. I'm actually going to ninjally pop it up myself. I'll try to give you guys some updates. Hopefully I don't completely lag out this stream. Should be okay. It looks like things are fairly even, where 17 minutes in, there's a PL up on KP's side, and they're up against Dignitas, who have gone for the Lifesteal Alone Druid, the 1-2 punch, with a mag as well. So I'm liking what I see. It looks like Dignitas with a slight lead, but you're up against a PL, so anything can happen as always. I'll get back to this game, as it looks like we are going to have ourselves a bit of an extended pause. Do apologize for everyone. But as always, you can check out all the information you want to know about this tournament. The website is weplay.in.ua, I believe. And there's English information on the website as well. Or you can check out all your coverage hubs, be it Ghost Gamers, Team Liquid, which have either your Liquipedia or there's a Ghost Gamers coverage page. If you just go to ghostgamers.net/Dota2 in the top right, you can click the WePlay link and see all the group stage, how we got here. The way things work, guys, is we're going to get down to 8 teams. Once we're down to 8 teams, we have ourselves into a bracket play. We're going to have, I think it's an 8-team, I'm not sure if it's single elimination or double elimination. I can't quite remember. But it's one of the two. But right now we're getting there through group stages. Every group stage, we have 2 teams knocked out, 2 teams advanced. We started out with 32 teams, cut it down to 16 teams now, and now we're in our second stage of group stage. We've already had 2 groups play out. I believe Na'Vi and who else advanced from there? I'm going to pop up. Let me see if I can get this up. No, I'm on LD's computer. I can't find information on this tournament. God damn it. What I can do is go to the coverage page on Ghosty Gamers. I believe Na'Vi, Alliance and Fnatic got first and second in. Fnatic got first in their group. Alliance got second in their group. Na'Vi got, I think, second in their group. To who did they lose to? That's the question. They were in Group A, weren't they? Na'Vi got second in their group to Mouse Sports. So Mouse Sports, Na'Vi, as well as Fnatic and Alliance are in the round of 8. So we've got a very stacked round of 8. 2 teams from this group are going to join them. So we've got QPandas, Empire, KP, and Dignitas. 2 of those 4 teams are going to join them. 2 are going to get knocked out. And then we've got Group D, which is tomorrow. EG, Liquid, Fnatic, NA, and Keita. So you've got 2 obvious favorites there with EG and Liquid, but who knows? We'll have to see if Keita Gaming or Fnatic NA can cause some upsets there. It looks like the last player should be coming momentarily. Kappa, Kappa, Kappa. That's all I see in my chat. I tried to hold Alt on items, but it didn't show me the extended tooltip, unfortunately. Alright, Johnny's reconnected, so it looks like we should be ready to go in just a second. Both teams are ready. Let's get things underway. They won't let me unpause. I tried. I don't like that. I feel like admins should be able to unpause. It was always the thing back in Dota 1 where it was the admins who unpaused and did all the pauses as well. But in Dota 2 it's like, oh, admins can't pause. I think you can pause, but I don't know if you can unpause. Not sure how it works, but we'll see Empire go for a smoke gank out now. Did they actually get spotted? There was a ward out here, but it's a similar story to last time. QPanda knew they were in their base. Even if they don't see the smoke, they see no one going out mid lane. They don't really have much vision towards bottom. They can see just down to here-ish. So they wouldn't actually see people walking, but it is going to be Empire looking around for kills, and QPad, well, they're seeing in their own base, avoiding any aggression. Select plate mail up. So either Shivers or Assault Crez will be coming out next for him. Johnny going to reveal himself at mid lane, and at this point, when Johnny's pushed up this far, you're expecting there to be 5 heroes there. You're very unlikely that he's on his own pushing, especially when you see no one top or bottom pushing lanes out. So Johnny's going to have the backup. There's BKBs all around. CK He actually hasn't got much item progression. I'm wondering what... He must have been a couple buybacks here and there, but a couple deaths here and there. He's got his BKB. But not much beyond that. And Empire, well, looking at where things are right now, they're behind by 7.5k gold. It's about 7k XP, which isn't really too bad. It's the gold which is making the bigger difference as far as the items go. We'll have to see if they can turn things around here. The Daedalus up on the TA is going to be the big item to look out for. Look for some of those big, high damage crits. Blow your brain at top. Still continuing to farm. And, well, QPad, they're just going to go 5-man down mid lane. Even without Aegis up, they're pretty confident in their ability to push. Oh, sorry, even against an Aegis. No, Aegis was on TA. It looks like Aegis is no longer on the TA. Edict. Jirax thinking about going in. Not going to do so. Not going to commit for it. As with Aegis gone now. Maybe QPandas look to try and make a play. They've got enough BKBs that give them survivability. It all comes down to select. Getting a pick off, basically. Even if he just blink, clap, or even blink ultimate one hero, it's going to be enough. The problem is you can't go too greedy and go for a blink, clap ultimate. If they silence you or stun you in between the clap and the ultimate, you could be in trouble. Oh, Jirax, 2-second stun on there. You're going to see a blinking from Opa. He's going to catch 2-3 in the Dream Call. There's going to be a blinking Nixus who gets instantly burst down. Select, can he get his ultimate off just in time? They threw so much at Select, but they don't actually kill him off. Sing now getting low, and here we go. The chase is on. The Primal Split's chasing down Lena at the top. Meanwhile, Johnny on the low ground. He gets brought down. Does he get buyback? No, he doesn't. No BKB, no buyback. No, he does. I clicked him after he'd bought back. I didn't actually hear the buyback noise. My sound's once again too quiet. Primal Split trying to chase down this Lena. The stun is there, not in time. Brewmaster, Select. Too much micro skills. Johnny will bring him down though. Actually kills him all. Kills off all the split images. The Raxes are going to take a fall now. Shadow Demon defensive disruption. Sing Sing looking for some cogs here to try buy Jerax some time. And TA on the chase now. He's brought back. He needs to get some kills here. As he's going to miss his melt hit thanks to the Ghost Scepter, and it looks like Jerax is going to take a fall. The refraction bonus damage is more than enough, and well, QPandas, they lose 2. They kill more though. They kill him. They kill a tier 3 tower. They kill a melee Rax. They force a buyback as well from the TA. CK now with a plate mail up on himself, and Nyx Assassin, man, he was the big story there. He blinked in, stunned, and just melted. And it's because of the BKB. Gyrocopter with BKB. Well, no one else with BKB, but there was this insta-burst. I don't even know if he got off his Carapace. It really felt like he didn't get off a Carapace. Either that, or it was just all Gyrocopter with the BKB burst damage that brought him down. He got completely slaughtered. Empire, though, they're not going to let it get to him. They're going to be pushing on out here. And with Primal Split on cooldown, this is the big thing here. This ultimate has a long, long cooldown. 2 minutes without it, and whenever that's the case, Empire's saying, okay, we can look to take a fight. At least look to get a tier 2 tower. They'll do just that, trap into the Roshan pit to scout out when it's coming back. So we'll take a look at the net worth of some of these heroes. Gyrocopter with a solid lead. CK with the TA trailing behind by a little bit, and TA now needs to be very careful. And the thing is, QPad, they're going to be going for Roshan when I think TA's buyback should still be on cooldown. No, 3 minutes, which is almost exactly when Roshan's respawning. It's about 2.5 minutes. Maybe there's a small opening here. And QPad, they see this TA bottom. They also know TA has no buyback. If they kill TA, it's potentially GG, but they're not going to go for TA. They decide that TA either has backup or was about to back off, and they rotate through the enemy jungle. Observe one on the high ground. Not going to scout anything because they are, of course, smoked in. Uh-oh. Rocket going to land. Hook shot. Johnny caught out. This could be the GG. Pops the BKB just in time. There is going to be Sing Sing popping Blade Mail, but that does nothing against BKB. Johnny's still being thrown back by the Cog, so even in BKB form, Wagamama now going in. BKB, MKB, his DPS output. He brings down the TA. CK now going to be the next to go take a fall. There's no buyback there. This could be GG. The 2 major sources of damage both down, and it looks like we're going to see even more take a fall. Lena goes down, as does Nyx Assassin. It's a 5v1. Vigos, the man known as V-God, he's pulled off some miraculous plays, but this is going to be something insane to hold this, and it looks like QPad may have taken game number 3, may have sealed the deal, despite taking that game 1 loss. It looks like they are back in it. They're going to be advancing to that winner bracket final tier in this group stage to take on the winner of Dignitas and KP. They're going for the tier 4s, they're going for the throne. No buybacks on anyone. GG's going to get called by Johnny, and it looks like there's nothing left in the tank. Empire, they've got to bow out. They put up a great fight. They took it to 3 games. They were actually ahead 1 game to nothing, but QPad, unfortunately for them, also fortunately for them, they bounced back with 2 really well executed strategies and just really smart drafts coming out of Wagamama. Wagamama the Gyrocopter gonna survive some fountain diving here. Throne goes down, guys, and that's gonna conclude our opening match of this best of 3 in the We Play Dota 2 Group C. As I will pop up in our scoreboard. Head on over to Beyond the Summit 2, guys. KP versus Dignitas is just ending now. We've got Blaze, I believe, casting with Skim in the other initial best of 3. But this concludes our first game here. We are going to see QPad advance into that next round versus the winner of KP and Dignitas, which is game 3 going now. Twitch.tv/Beyond the Summit 2. Until then, guys, we are going to have a quick ad break, and then we'll be back with more Dota 2 action for the We Play tournament soon. I'll be casting with Winter. He's just messaged me. He's ready to join the cast, so we'll have some co-casting action happening. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. More Dota 2 action soon to decide Group C of this We Play Dota 2.